Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around for about 2.5 years, and we are the United States of the world. We accept members from every continent, every country, class, creed, colour, gender, financial status, educational level. None of it matters. We are a non-separatist organisation, and we welcome everybody just as human beings. That's all. We just see you as a human being. And we don't put people into pigeonholes, fat, thin, old, young, whatever. We recognize that every human being is unique and as such has something unique to offer our community, and so should be treated with equal love and respect, and they are. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Got my fingers crossed for that. It didn't work yesterday. I'm hoping it'll be better today. So I'm going to head over there in a moment just to make sure that things are working. Let me head over to Facebook. When I get to Facebook, I'm going to be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And when I get there, I'm going to be looking for December the 6th, and it's looking good so far. And if I click to expand, we should get comment. Excuse me, I'm going to turn off my speaker. Okay, but I've caught everybody unawares because I'm on time, and that's a rarity for me. I always endeavour to be on time. In fact, in life, I've always made a point of being on time, but with internet and technical difficulties and things, I don't always achieve it. But we have Peter from Kettering in the UK, top of the comments list. And we've got Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. And then we've got Peter saying I'm on time today. Yes. We've got Andrew Dean from New Zealand, where it is, what day is it today? It's Wednesday morning in New Zealand. So good morning to Andrew on a spring morning. I think it's spring. Yeah, it should be spring, isn't it? I don't know. I get mixed up with things, but we're in no, we're in winter. You should be into summer then, are you? I don't know. I don't know. Everything confused. Okay. But anyway, enjoy the weather. I hope you've got better weather. Well, actually, our weather's not been bad. It's been cold and dry, which is a lot better than damp and wet. So, there you go. This cold weather, when it's cold and dry, you can at least wrap up against it and get out there and enjoy it because the sun's out. But when it's that damp cold, doesn't matter how much you wrap up, it just seems to get through to you. Okay. So anyway, things seem to be working today. I don't know what went wrong yesterday, but they seem to be okay today. So we'll give you the updates in a moment. We'll get started in a very short time with our usual method, which is a very short prayer followed by a little short affirmation. The prayer is there to help us find true happiness. People think that they can buy happiness. They think if I had £1 million or $1 million, I'd be happy. And for a while you would be. You'd get pleasure out of it, and you'd be able to buy that house or the car or whatever it is you really wanted, and you would be happy for a while. But then you'd want something else and something more, and it's not lasting happiness. You can't buy that. It doesn't matter how much money you've got, whether you're Bill Gates or Elon Musk or anybody. The only path to happiness is in serving others. Loving service to others will give you that happiness. And the blessing of that is that it will also attract into your life everything that you need and want. And that's what the first prayer is about. And then the second little affirmation, I mentioned that we are non-separatist. We just view everybody as equal human beings. And the second affirmation is to help us with that. Okay. Andrew says the sky is leaking. Okay, it's raining there. Well, we're dry here, so we've got one up on you, even though you're in summer and we're in winter. And we got Richard in from Devon. I did have a quick look at the World Cup football thing, and I was quite shocked actually. I see that Morocco defeated Spain and are through to the last eight. What's that? Quarterfinals? Eight, four, yeah, quarterfinals. So that's a bit of an upset, I would think. But it's what makes sport interesting, isn't it? It's things you can't legislate for what will happen. Sometimes even the best sides get beaten by what should be a side that they should easily beat. But it's a one-off thing, and it just doesn't always work that way. We've got Derek in from West Palm Beach in Florida, USA, of course. Another of our USA contingents. I noticed today that Nexo is also pulling out of the United States because they can't get any sense out of the US SEC. Doesn't surprise me. Um, I think the US regulations on cryptocurrencies are designed to stop anybody operating in America, even though they purport to be helping and doing everything. They just frustrate the hell out of everybody and say, oh, we'll just serve the rest of the world. So Nexo is the next one to go from the United States following coin payments and Binance. And I think Binance opened up again as Binance US, so they must have got some different operational functions than Binance.com or whatever it is that the rest serves the rest of the world. Okay. We are using Remuno for people in the United States and throughout the rest of the world as well. They seem to operate pretty well everywhere. I don't think there's too many places that you can't use Remuno if you want to pay with crypto. We use Stripe through a third-party site. When I say third-party site, it's one that we own, but it doesn't have anything to do with We Share Abundance on the website, because they looked at our website when we were trying to get it there, and they knocked us back. They said, "Oh no, we don't do anything with crypto, and we don't do anything with MLM." And we're not MLM, but people think we are, and we definitely are crypto. But the strange thing is, I just saw another news article. It wasn't today. I think it was yesterday or the day before, saying that Stripe were now, I can't remember exactly what they're doing, but they're doing something with crypto themselves. I think they're allowing companies to sell crypto through Stripe. So, um, if you're a crypto-based business, which we are, you can use Stripe to sell your crypto. You can't go the other way. You can't cash in your crypto through Stripe, but you can go the other way. In time, it will be possible through every platform to both buy and sell crypto, but it's not here yet. Okay, so I've been rambling on for a while. Let's get started with that short prayer I told you about. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service, and through service, bless each member, Lord, that they may attract true happiness and everything they need into their life. Amen. Okay, And then the little affirmation we have goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, right, what have we got in updates? Um, the big update is I've been trying to sort out what's been going on with the payments I made for secondary staking. And we paid the gas fees that were asked, which were, I think it was, I can't remember. Anyway, whatever came up that we had to pay, we paid. But when the transaction should have gone through, it didn't, because it was a fraction short. If it was uh, 10 Tron or whatever it might have been, I think it was 10 Tron. It shows at the bottom that they needed 10 Tron and 39 cents, or 10.39 Tron, not 10 Tron and 39 cents. 10.39 Tron, not 10 Tron. And so, even though they took the 10 Tron from us, they didn't process the payment, which I've never come across this before. It's staggering, but there are two people that I know of, and I think that is all, that didn't get paid because of this ridiculous situation. So I will be paying them tomorrow morning, and I'm going to make all payments through Binance. I've never had a problem with Atomic Wallet before. It's always been boom, easy. And but we can't have people not getting paid for whatever reason, especially when they they charge us for it. Okay, so I'm going to be making those payments through Binance, and they will be Binance in the future. The problem with that is every payment I make with Binance, I have to verify with an SMS message and an email. Um, but it is what it is, and we will do it, and we will make sure that people get paid. So there are two people as I say, that I know of that will be getting paid tomorrow, a little bit late, but better late than never. Okay. Um, the, what's Deviani been up to? Let me get her synopsis, or whatever you want to call it, of the day. Um, there are some things we needed in admin, and these were to allow us to add people correctly that have paid using a debit or credit card. Because the way we had it, if they hadn't put in their wallet address, it wouldn't work. And so there's lots of things that we have to do behind the scenes. So there's that, and then there's the start date. We want them to get the start date for payment at the time they pay, but sometimes it's the day after when I get around to doing it. It's only a day, but we want to be able to say, okay, you paid yesterday, we'll start you from yesterday rather than starting you from today, because you've got to wait 7 days anyway, because it takes us, in fact, it takes us sometimes up to 2 weeks to clear payments from debit and credit cards. Remuno, we usually get within 4 or 5 days. Coin payments um, is into our account quickly, but because we have lots of different coins there, it's often split between lots of different coins, and you can't pull them out because they're below the minimum level. You might have $5,000 in your account, but it's like 200 of this and 100 of that and a bit more of this, and so there's nothing you can do with it all until until it comes up in values, and that can take a month, even though it's in the account there. We can't actually do anything with it until the level comes up. So it's a bit frustrating. So we settled on just a 7-day delay for the members, which helps us a little bit. It should probably have been 14, but we're going with 7. So that is in place. Now, also, Remuno has always been so far not integrated into the dashboard, and we've had a lot of trouble trying to get it integrated into the dashboard. But we are still working on it, and that is one of the main things that Devian has been doing today, and be continuing with that tomorrow. And with a bit of luck, it'll be in the dashboard in the same way that Coin Payments is in the near future. And the advantage of that, of course, is you make a payment, and it automatically gives you your ad packs or your secondary staking or your easy business builder positions or whatever it is. You don't have to fill a form in and then wait for it to be manually processed. I'm not sure how long it'll be before we can get around that with debit and credit cards, but there are ways that we think we can do it, and we'll be investigating that in the not too distant future, so that that once again is integrated in the back office. And that is it really. She's just telling me that I will be needed tomorrow to test the Remuno, which is normal. Okay. Right. Who else have we got? We've got Wazina in from Edinburgh up in Scotland. I bet it's cold up there because it's cold down here in the southwest. And we've got Kingsley in from Manchester, UK, where it's probably raining. I don't know. It might be dry. I'm born and bred in Manchester, and funny. I was walking the other day with somebody, and well, with Cody, and I met somebody, and it was drizzle, and they were all wrapped up in waterproofs and things, and I was just in my normal gear, you know. And they said, "Oh, you know, it's raining." Raining. I said, "This isn't rain. This is normal weather. I was born in Manchester." And they just laughed. And but it's a fact. Okay. And we got Martin here. He's back in. Not seen Martin for a while, but he's a staunch member of We Share Abundance, and he's up from the northwest, not far from Manchester, St Helens. Excellent rugby league team. They are probably the best. Well, they are not probably. They are the best rugby league team in the UK currently, and have been for a couple of years. Teams go through these cycles, don't they? Not, well, I say not long ago, probably 20 odd years ago, when Wigan were winning everything. You know, they had Farrell and Sean Edwards, and who was the guy that played the fullback? And they had Botica on the wing kicking the goals, and it was quite an amazing team. Hanley, who did Hanley play for? Did he play for Wigan? Ellery Hanley. I remember him playing for Great Britain. I'm not sure which club he played for. Martin will probably know. Okay, so anyway, that's another thing. And as I say, Morocco beating Spain is a bit of a shock. And another shock yesterday, of course, I never mentioned it yesterday, but yesterday England beat Pakistan in an incredible test match. Nothing like a conventional test match, and I think it's probably one of the highest runs scored in any test match ever. And they set a very achievable target for Pakistan to get when they made their declaration. And everybody was saying, "Oh, they declared too soon. They declared too soon. You know, Pakistan can walk this." But they stuck to their task, and they managed to get a victory. And quite an amazing game. It's a game that will go down in history without doubt. Anyway, that's enough of sport. Martin said, yeah, he played for Wigan. So that was at Ellery Hanley. Yeah, they had some incredible players back in the day. Okay. Um, where are we up to? What have I been up to? I've been up to uh, all the routine stuff, plus um, Amazon. We have actually, I think, just made 50% today. So with a few days to spare. But now we're going to try and get to 60%. So we need another, I think, another dozen or so again. Um, because if we get to 60%, instead of getting one person every time the round robin drops somebody under us, I think it drops two if we get to 60%. If we get to 70%, it drops three people. So it doubles or trebles your income from the round robin, basically, just to get those extra few. So now that's what we're doing. We're going for the extra 10%, whether we'll get there or not, because it's been a struggle. It's not an easy, I mean, it sounds easy, doesn't it? Give somebody a $100 raffle ticket totally free. It sounds like, yeah, well, anybody can do that. But it's been a struggle. It's been a big struggle to get, especially when you've got a few hundred emails that you've sent out because they've allocated them to you because you're listed as a C distributor and it's supposed to be beneficial to you. It would have been more beneficial to just get two as like the players because they get two for 8 and 16 over the 4 week period. And I think Class A distributors got 5, 10, 20, and 40, which once again isn't too bad. But Class C distributors, we started out with, I can't remember if it was 20 or 25, and then it was 40 or 50 or something, and then 100 and then a couple of hundred in the last week. So, yeah, it's been a struggle to get that 50%, but we finally just about made it. Okay, so there we are. We have a message there. Just let me, excuse me just for a second. It'll only take me a second. And just answer that quickly. Okay, I apologise for that. Hopefully that'll take care of itself. Jason Robinson. Yeah, that was a bit later, Jason Robinson, and then he defected to Union, of course, and won a World Cup medal with England with an incredibly try. I mean, he was Billy Whiz, wasn't he? But yeah, they had some good players. Um, what was the fullback? Liner, was it? No, that's the Australian rugby union guy. Lydon, Joe Lydon, it was the fullback. Lydon, yeah. Anyway, that's enough of rugby league for everybody. We've got Norman Firth in from Doncaster, UK. Um, so yeah, I've been up to that. We've been out giving out more leaflets. We've been keeping on top of things. We've been doing trading. We've been getting out. This is what I meant going to say. We started back in middle of November, roughly, um, asking people if they'd like to get involved in that, getting together, pooling to get 10,000 to go into the Vortic plan with the 10,000 um, payment to get the best rates. And when I checked today, we're a little bit short if everybody comes through. Now, Sod's Law says that it's getting near Christmas, and people thought it was a good idea when they put the pledge in, but now they've got to pay, so some of them won't. So we'll see where we are once we've got uh, all the payment details in. Everybody that has pledged will be has been sent an email with a form to complete, just saying whether they want to pay by card or crypto, and the amount that they want to put in, because they may have wanted $10 and they may now think that they want $20, or they may have put 50 and now they only want 10 or whatever. They may have put 1,000 and they only want 500, or they want 2,000, whatever it may be. So they're going to put that in, and then we will be sending them an invoice, either from Remuno if it's crypto, or from Stripe if it's a card payment. And then when we get the funds in, we'll see where we are. We will have also a little bit that we've been earning from Vortic, because they gave us $1,000. They put $1,000 into our account very kindly, not for us to just withdraw and do what we want with, but it is actually earning funds for us. So we got a few $100 in Vortic as well. I can't remember the figure, 300 or 400 maybe. But we need to get everybody together and we see what we've got, and hopefully we'll be able to get that 10 grand in and start it. It'll take I think it's 160 days to get to break-even point on things. That's 160 working days. Now, I'm not sure how Christmas will affect that. Christmas and New Year, it's a bad time for trading anyway through December and early January, but I'm sure there'll be some days missed with markets being closed and things. So I don't know whether we'll get like the full 5 days every week, but we'll have to wait and see how it all works out. Norman says, I'm on the call, but I can't get the comments box to open. Well, it's funny, sometimes I don't see the comments, Norman, but yours are showing up. So I don't know what's happening there. We are getting comments there. I've got this little blue message that comes up occasionally saying community standards. And usually that stops me from posting things. But there you go. It seems to be working, because we're seeing your comments, Norman. So that's where we are. Let's have a look at the numbers. I've not even looked at coin ranking, because we've not been getting figures from them anyway. They might be there, they might not. You can look at it yourself. But you get the numbers in your back office anyway. We have a net decrease of 4 in our registered members to 38,986. Net decrease because we take out people that haven't logged in for 2 months. But we always get new registrations, and sometimes there's more of one than the other. So it's a net increase or decrease. And today, last 24 hours, a net decrease of 4. We have an increase of 4 in our active members. These are people that are logging in regularly, usually once a day, but at least 50% of the available days in a month. And that number stands at 4,885. And there's no change in anything in Multiply Weezer site. Same number of members, same number of people that are bought advertising. And the bonus pool has gone up a few cents, but it's not tipped it up to the next dollar. And that, of course, is just from logging in from the revenue share. Okay, let me have a check in Melon app and see if we've got anybody there with any questions from Facebook or Twitch. I'm just scrolling down. We've got Lewis in, as usual, from Portugal, saying hi. And that's all. And that's all. Of course, people that I think there'll be another football match on. I don't know who's playing, but this World Cup it's a little bit disruptive for people. But hopefully everything will be. Uh, it'll keep people happy. That's the main thing, isn't it? Okay, um, that's it. Then we're done. We've covered it. I don't think there's anything else. I'm not sure if Amazon usually have a webinar at 8 o'clock London time on a Tuesday, so I haven't checked, but there is probably an Amazon webinar at 8 o'clock tonight. If you get into the CRC Centre, you'll be able to see it. If you have um, a coupon and you've not fully completed it, get in touch. We can help you. We can help you. Like if you're having trouble downloading the app or something like that, we can do it for you. Don't worry about it. Get your coupon, get it through. Let's get those other. I think we're short of about a dozen or so to get up to that 60%, which would double the income we get from the um, round robin in Avizu. When will the income start from that? I don't know. It depends on how soon they get started with things. I was talking about on Passive, supposed to be launching their uh, video streaming thing like this Melon app we use, only supposedly better. And that was supposed to be launched on the 5th. Well, we're into the 6th and it just says launching. It could be next year, with on Passive. They may be perfectionists, but they're certainly not quick about getting the perfection. And they've been about 4 or 5 years now, and really all they've got is an email system at the moment. But there you go. I'm sure they will get there one day. Okay, with that said, um, that's it. Be Weezer Warriors. Get out there, share love and abundance. It will bring you happiness. It will bring you financial rewards. It will help your peers, your fellow citizens, and you'll feel good about it. So get out there, be Weezer Warriors, and I'll see you all same time, same place tomorrow. Um, Somebody said saying, I missed a bit. Did you say that you'd reached the 50% for Avazu? Yeah, we hit 50% today. We're now going to 60%, which will double our income from the round robin. I don't know who that is. It's in Facebook and it doesn't say who they are in the Melon app. That's Richard. Okay. Um, right. So once again, I'm getting back to the Melon app now to say goodbye. Our feed is saying, in fact, because goodbye isn't true. We're not saying goodbye. We'll be here again tomorrow, as we always are, 7 o'clock p.m. London time. YouTube, Twitch, and our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, our feed is saying, or in the words of Russ Cowley, see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile.